Welcome everyone to the Masterclass Marathon on Sunday. We are here and we are excited about sharing information with you that you know you need to know and some things you didn't even know that you actually needed to know. So I am excited. I hope you are as well. As our speakers join, we are going to bring them up to share some amazing pieces of information with all of you. So get your pens and paper ready. It is time to take notes. Right now, it's also time for you to share this live with someone that you know that actually needs to be here. Share this live. So we are truly excited about getting rolling with the Masterclass Marathon. I'm excited. So I'm bringing the speakers up right now. Yes, we are. Okay, coming right up. So in the meantime, please do your fair share of sharing. Share this live with someone else that actually needs to be here. You know who needs to be here? Share it. Tell them to get on in here. All right, I'm just bringing everyone up. All right. Yes. All right. So super excited once again. Everyone's coming up. Hey, Brooke.
Hey, Tamika. How are you?
I'm great. We are getting it started.
Ooh, awesome. Oopsie, I'm fooling around here. Hold on.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
I don't look like a ghost now. I don't want to scare anyone, Tamika.
No, absolutely not. All right. Okay. It's like, okay, there we go. Kamiskia, what happened? Something happened just now?
Yes, I just went away and then it wouldn't let me join back again. So I don't know.
Oh my goodness. And Mimi is here and I don't know, it's doing something with her too. So Instagram does, okay, there's Mimi. Yeah, Instagram does crazy things sometimes. I don't even know what to say. Oh, Kamisia's gone again.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
It's being very naughty.
All right. Well, listen, she'll be back and we'll bring her right on up. All right, let's see. We're going to bring her up and see what happens. We have a bunch of speakers tonight who are going to be sharing information with all of you. So if you are here and you're excited, please feel free to share the live out with at least a minimum of 5 of your friends, colleagues, someone that needs this business information. We are here to grow your businesses, to take you all to the next level. So you guys are watching the Masterclass Marathon. We're here on Saturdays at 12 Eastern Standard Time, and we're also here on Sundays at 7 Eastern. So we are here to share information that you know you need to know, and some things you didn't even know that you actually needed to know. So we are going to get started. Every speaker that comes up actually has 13 minutes to do a mini masterclass for you, and we love doing what we do. We love pouring into you guys, sharing information with you, and helping you to either start or grow your business. Now, after the 13 minutes is up, every speaker has 2 minutes on the clock to let you know who they are, where they're located, who they serve, and what it is that they actually have to offer. So stay tuned and get your follow finger ready. All right. Let's see who's going first tonight. Who's going first? I don't know. I know it's not me. It is not I. All right. Brooke, I know you're new. You probably want to say, let one of those other people go.
I'll go second.
Okay.
That's okay.
All right. Well, if Brooke is going second, Mimi, you are up.
Hello. My name is Mimi Sheffer. It is so great to be with you all tonight. I love this space. Tamika has been offering these masterclass marathons for a while now, and I've been fortunate enough to be here to help share information for mompreneurs, social media, coaching on visibility strategies and branding. And tonight I want to talk about branding. So what is branding and why is it so important? So a few weeks ago, I shared that in the old days, right? In the old days, it only took a few exposures for someone to recognize who you are, recognize that you had value or gifting for them, and recognize that they probably needed what you offered. So it only took like 8 to 10 exposures for a transaction to take place, for a relationship to build and a transaction to take place. That is no longer the case. With so many social media platforms and so many advertising and marketing messages each and every day, it now takes between 18 to 25 exposures for someone to even open a conversation, because that's how many different messages are coming at everyone every single day, every single moment. And I want you to think about this. The last time you scrolled through your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok account, do you remember what you looked at? Does anything stand out? That is the case. It's hard for us to remember what we've seen. It's hard for us to retain that information. So branding, you guys, is even more important than ever. So I want you to think about a few brands. What comes to mind when you think about Coca-Cola? That big swoop, right? And the beautiful scripted letters on a Coca-Cola bottle. That's excellent branding. Pepsi. What comes to mind when you think of Pepsi? Some of the supermodels they've had in the past, their blue logo with some red in it. I don't even remember exactly what the Pepsi logo looks like. In order to be an effective brand, you really have to differentiate yourself from your competition. And you really have to do an excellent job of maintaining that branding throughout your messaging. You really need to show up consistently, and you really need to offer them something that they can hold on to, and do it consistently enough that they remember you, that they know that you offer something that they need, and that compels them to reach out to you and start a conversation. Because this sale process is not really about a transaction, it's more about a relationship. And so it's important to establish that relationship. So branding is really the process of differentiating yourself among the competition that's out there and compelling people to feel good about that branding, to remember that branding, and to feel really good about that branding. And so that they recognize they need what you have. So here are a few rules that I want to give you for excellent branding. Rule number 1, everything you produce needs to have your handle or your logo on it. And even if you are a brand new business or a brand new brand, brand new company, you can have a logo, you can purchase a logo, or you can create a logo. But having that is really important because it differentiates you. It increases your credibility and your authority as a person of talent and expertise in your market. So you can craft a logo very easily on Canva. You can purchase a logo from Fiverr or Upwork, or you can even go to Instagram and do, logo searches. You can purchase a pre-made logo on Etsy. So there are all kinds of ways that you can get a logo. You contact the person, you make a short transaction, describe what you need, and get a logo done. You can do it in a matter of just a few days. So everything you produce needs to have your handle on it and your logo on it, or your logo on it. And you also need to produce content that only has your logo on it. Here's a huge mistake I see a lot of businesses and small business owners making, and that is using other people's graphics. You may see a quote that you love and post it on your stories or on your feed, and there is a huge mistake in that because you are sending people away from your page. If they like that, if they resonate with that quote or that image or that piece of material, you are directing them to somebody else's feed. So it is really super important that everything you utilize comes back to you, because you may not realize that you are turning people away, but if you use other people's content, you cannot put your handle on it or your logo on it. That's a copyright infringement, and you can get yourself in big trouble, huge fines, right? $1,000 fines for using somebody else's content and adding your branding to it. But if you are using somebody else's content and they resonate with that content, they could look at it and say, oh, wow, I love this quote. Who produced this? It doesn't matter who posted it, who produced this. And if it has good branding on it, you are going to send them to somebody else. The second thing that it happens when you utilize somebody else's material is it confuses your audience, right? We all need to be crystal clear. We've already talked about how many messages are coming at people every single day. But if you are using other people's material, it's confusing the people that are following you. It's confusing your network. So it's super important to be crystal clear in all of your marketing. Now, it's okay to use somebody else's content if that content is great and you are marketing for them, you are including them, you want to collaborate with them. Every once in a while, it's okay to use somebody else's content. But by and large, you always need to be using content that is yours and yours alone. And here's how you do this. There are a couple of apps I want to tell you about. Canva, number one program, quick and easy way to produce your own content. Add your logo, add your handle, super easy, super fast. And my recommendation is to make sure that you produce enough content for at least a week, if not 2 weeks. And using Canva, you can quickly and easily copy and duplicate pages so that your content has a consistent feel. The other app that I like to use for on the go is called Word Swag, and you can get that in the iOS or the Play Store. It's a super easy, quick, easy, functional app that you can use on the go from your phone. I wouldn't recommend using Canva from your phone because it can be a little bit complicated, and the capabilities from the phone are a little bit less functional. So on the go, I use Moldiv, MOLDIV, for photos and collages and things. You can add some text to that. But if you want to create quotes on the go, I recommend WordSwag. It's $4.99 a month, but it's well worth the price because you are able to use a consistent font, consistent colors. You can upload your logo and brand your material with that. So super functional, super easy to use, and super good to use when you're in a pinch. So branding, we've talked about making sure you've got a logo, making sure everything you produce has your handle and your logo on it. Second thing, you really need to use consistent fonts. It is super easy to use a ton of different fonts, but that again confuses your audience. And remember, we have to be crystal clear. We have to be so simplistic in our marketing efforts and our branding efforts that people, when they see something, they readily recognize it as yours. So use similar fonts, use 2 or 3 fonts. I recommend a bold font for headlines. I recommend 1 or 2 script fonts to get fancy when you want to emphasize something. And then I recommend a text font. So 3 or 4 fonts, period. That's it, you guys. And consistent colors. I want you to pick a brand palette. You can do that very easily by going to Pinterest and typing in color palettes, and it will give you a beautiful color palettes that you can choose from. So start creating all of your content in that color palette that you've chosen. Do it with all of your texting on your stories and in your reels on Instagram and TikTok. Maintain that same color and font consistency and that branding, and you will go further faster with building your business and helping your customers recognize who you are and what it is you're producing. Because at the end of the day, they are inundated with messaging, and your job as a marketer, as a business owner, is to make sure that they remember who you are. So be consistent, use excellent branding, and build relationships. Don't worry about transactional sales. That is that icky, selling kind of thing that we all hate. But if you can do an excellent job of building relationships, then you're going to go further faster by using excellent branding in your marketing efforts. So that's my time. That's all I've got for you tonight. I hope that you will message me if you've got any questions about branding. I can definitely help you. I specialize in social media marketing for mompreneurs who want to increase their branding and their visibility. which is working that algorithm to your advantage and growing your organic reach to generate more leads and more sales. So if I can help you, I'm happy to do that. I have several ways I can help you. Number one is social media graphics. I sell tons of different social media graphics. And here's what I've created. I've created packages for team shout outs when you want to shout out your team in a number of different base colors that you can quickly add your logo or your handle to. I've created quote images in motivation, mindset, a ton of different categories, a ton of different industries, a ton of different hobbies and interests. So you can check those out at my stand store through the link in my bio, or you can go to my website, marketingwithmimi.com. That's marketingwithmimi.com, and visit the shop. So that is an excellent way to get started. It definitely makes your social media marketing easier and more effective because you are not creating all of that on your own. It's already created for you. All you have to do is go in and add your handle. Super quick, super easy. Pop your logo on there and you're ready to go. So to simplify your social media marketing, definitely utilize social media graphics that are curated for you. Another way that I can help you is I have an ebook, a visibility strategies ebook. So if you're looking for ways to quickly grow your organic reach, you can check that out. It's also available in the link in my bio. And I do social media audits for small business owners. It is a complete look at your top 2 platforms of choice, a detailed report, and a strategy call. So all of that is available through the social media audit. And we're not talking about a complete overhaul of your social media. We're talking about small tweaks and shifts that you can make as a business owner to be more effective and go further, faster with your social media marketing. So thank you, Coach Tamika, for the platform. I always appreciate being here with you. And go girls, I'm so excited for you to be here. Brooke, you're going to kill it.
Yes.
All right, you guys, that's my
course.
time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mimi. So, Mimi, before you go, we're doing giveaways tonight. So, which one of those would you prefer to give away? The audit, the IG audit, or one of the bundles where you create the graphics? And I'm asking you, but I also know what they want. So if you're here, which one of those would you prefer? And Mimi, in the meantime, tell me which one would you rather give away as well?
I'll give away whatever, winner's choice. They can either get one of the bundles, and some of the bundles, the biggest bundle has 120 images in it. So that's quite a big bundle, or an audit. So either one of those that you want, I'm happy to give away. Winner's choice. How's that sound? All right.
Yes. Okay. So guess what? The first person that says I want it is actually going to be the winner tonight. We're going to give it to the first person who's speedy on your fingers. I told you guys to get your fingers ready. Say I want it. Whoever says I want it first is going to be the winner of I want it.
All right. Who is that? All right, that's Hired Inspiration.
Hired Inspiration LLC. All right. Well, we had a few people who were a little slower to the draw, but all right. Hired Inspiration is going to be the winner. Will you please do us a favor and go over and DM Mimi right away and say I'm the winner? Hired Inspiration. You can leave and you can come back and make sure you DM her. Now, before you DM her, click the arrow at the top as well as everyone else who's watching to give her a quick follow. The arrow right above my head. Give Mimi a quick follow, connect with her, and she's going to make sure that you get your prize. Tonight, we decided to do some giveaways because we love giving of ourselves and we love making sure that you guys are growing your businesses. And listen, I'm going to tell you something. We all have so much to offer that we have to think about what we want to give you. Okay? I just want you to know that. We have to think about what we want to give you tonight. All right. So, Mimi, thank you so much for your presentation this evening. All right, we're happy to be here. You guys are watching the Masterclass Marathon. Before we go to the next speaker, we're going to be doing giveaways tonight, okay? So please share this out to your friends, to other colleagues, people you know that need to hear this business information that we're sharing tonight. We're going to next move over to Kamisia as our next speaker tonight. And she's going to share some information with you that we know that you need. And if you are not the person and you start listening to what she's saying, quickly send this message over to someone else that actually needs to be here. All right, all right. Okay, Camicia, you know what to do. You have 13 minutes on the clock, and then you have 2 minutes to tell everyone who you are, where you're located, who you serve, and what you have to offer this evening. Let's go, Camicia, the Course Creator Experience.
Hello, everyone. So I am Camicia, your course creation strategist, and I help busy business owners to increase their income, their impact, and their visibility through online courses by utilizing the knowledge that you already have to ultimately make explosive sales on repeat. So what I have been doing thus far, yesterday I came on and I talked to you guys about how to choose, or things that you need to consider when choosing a course platform, right? So that's a question that I always get. So I answered that yesterday. If you missed the live, go back and watch it. Today I am going to be answering the question of how to basically sell your course, okay? So get you a pad, get you a paper, get ready to hit, record. I don't know what y'all need to do, but you need to get this information, okay? So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is planning your launch, right? In order to sell your course, you need to launch. It doesn't mean you need to have a live launch, but you will have a launch of some kind, okay? So the very first thing that you need to do when you are thinking about this is to create a winning strategy, okay? And inside of this winning strategy, I am going to tell you everything that you're going to need to make this all work, okay? So very first thing you need is a winning strategy. Inside of the strategy, you have to be clear on where you're taking your students, right? Where you're taking your audience. So what that means is that, yes, it's a cat, baby. So what that means is that, y'all, I tried so hard. He was not even bothering me until I started talking. But what that means is that you have to have a
Camicia,
plan.
I feel like your earphones might be picking up the other background noise.
Probably. Hold on, let's see. Let's see if I can fix it.
You took them out? Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah, I think it was picking up like background sound.
He has a whole iPad over here.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
But so here, go sit down. So you need to have a winning strategy. Inside of your strategy, you're going to be clear on where you're taking your students, okay? You need to be clear on where you're taking them. You need to have a plan of action for the information that you're going to share with them. You need to decide what kind of lunch you're going to have. Is it going to be some type of challenge? Is it going to be a webinar? Is it going to be a boot camp, right? It can be any of those things, whichever works best for you, but you want to make sure that whatever you decide on, that it has a clear direction, so that they understand where they're going inside of this course, this webinar, this challenge, this boot camp, okay? The second thing that you need is to have a build-up. So with your strategy, you want to have a direction, and then you want to have a build-up, right? So you want to talk about it, lead into it, let people know that it's coming. Don't just show up the day that it's starting and expect people to attend, right? And then the third thing that you want to have within the strategy is many wins. You want to make sure that you have many wins incorporated into this strategy, because this is what's going to keep people showing up to this boot camp, this web camp, this webinar every single day, right? So let's say we're hosting a 5-day challenge, and you want people to come to this 5-day challenge, as many people as you can get. So you need to have many wins scheduled throughout this challenge so that they're engaging and so that they will continue to show up. Number 2 is engagement. So you want to have a strategy for engagement. You need to build relationships inside of this challenge with the people that are actually here. So you want to ask them where are they from. You want to start utilizing their name. If you're looking at the screen and you're in a Facebook group or whatever, you're on a Zoom call and you see their names, call them by their names, right? Make them feel special. Then you want to recognize your students, right? You're going to take the many wins that you're incorporating inside of this challenge, this boot camp, this webinar, and you're going to recognize those students for actually achieving the little projects or tasks or homework assignments or whatever you call it as they complete it throughout the task, right? You're going to recognize them in front of the group so that others can see that people are actually participating, and so that others can see that people are getting results from what you're teaching, right? The third thing you want to do is have an offer or a pitch. Okay. And you need to make sure that the offer is something that you are confident in delivering. Okay. And you need to be confident in delivering it. You can't be stumbling and stuttering throughout your offer and expect that people are going to want to partake in that, right? You have to be confident in that delivery. And you want to make it an invitation. Don't be like, "Ooh, y'all buy my stuff." No, you want to say that you're inviting them to join, right? You're opening the doors too. And you want to bring them along. So you want to make it an experience, right? Because that is what it should be, right? I'm the course creator experience. So I do focus on experiences. So you want to make sure that it is an experience, the whole challenge, the whole workshop, the webinar, it needs to be a true experience. Okay. The fourth thing, and then you want to speak to the solutions and the transformations that they're going to receive by joining whatever your offer is. Okay. Not the features, right? Don't say you get to be in my Facebook group. That's cute, but nobody really cares. They want to know what kind of transformation they're going to actually receive from whatever it is that they're buying into. Okay. And then the fourth thing is that you want to make sure that you are adding value. And I mean, every single day. If it's 5 days of a challenge, you want to be dropping value for 5 whole days. Okay. You want them to feel like that challenge has unlocked some type of magical, mystical, thing that they have been missing in their life and they need it. So whatever you offer them at the end, they want it, right? So you need to add value and make it worth their time. Because if you're not adding value, they're not going to make it to day 2. Okay. You want to make good use of their time and yours. You want to treat it like that, whether it's free or whether it's paid. It does not matter. You're showing up. You need to be delivering value. You're showing up as the authority. Then that is what you need to do. Okay. The next thing you want to do is you want to give your best stuff. Don't be afraid to share what you know. Share your information. I'm giving y'all a whole lunch strategy. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, you can make some money from this. Okay. People pay for this type of information. People are actually selling it and I'm giving it to you, right? It works if you use it. So use it. Don't be afraid to do that, because if you have 5 days worth of information and you can't share, you can't give value, you're withholding information, then that means you don't know enough and you need to go learn some more stuff so that you can actually give something away, right? Don't feel like you have to hold everything in, because you want to be transparent. You want to be authentic, and you want to be comfortable in speaking to those that you're speaking to, and you want to help them for real, right? I hope you want to help them. And then the fifth tip is to develop a roadmap and a framework okay? That roadmap and that framework is what you're going to utilize throughout your challenge, your roadmap, your webinar, your boot camp, right? And it's also something that you should include inside of the course that you actually create. This is going to help them see and understand the direction that you're taking them, and it's going to help you stay on track as you're taking them to wherever you're taking them, okay? So you want to make sure that you have that. You want to make sure that you're celebrating your wins. And that's it. So I think that's it. Yes. So that's everything that I want to tell you today about launching and creating a profitable launch, basically to sell your online course. So questions I always get asked is, what platform do I choose and how do I sell this course? So I've answered those 2 questions over the span of 2 whole days, right? So if you missed yesterday, watch yesterday. If you caught today, watch today, share it with your friends, come back and watch it later on tonight. Okay? And that is all.
Bring these ingredients back to our cookie factory.
All right. Thank you, Kamicia, the Course Creator Experience. All right. So, since you've dropped all of those gems, will you feel free to let us know what you actually have to offer tonight? I'm going to give you 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay. So I have a 1-day VIP day live event coming up where I am teaching you how to build your mini course in 1 day. So for 1 day on a Saturday, you will be with me. You are going to take the ideas from your head. We're going to put them into designing your course curriculum. We're going to record. We're going to edit. You will have an actual sellable course at the end of that VIP day. And if you are on this live, if you're watching me, if you're under the sound of my voice, DM me the word masterclass, and I have a special pricing offer for you. Only y'all. So just DM me the word masterclass if you're interested. I also have course audits that I actually do. So I actually review and audit your course, providing you with some actionable items that you can do to you and utilize to help you improve your course. I do done with you and done for you course creation services. So if you're too busy to create your course, don't worry, I got you. And I offer just course calls. If you want to talk about the idea of your course, you don't really know if you need a course, but you do. Just let me know, talk to me, and I can kind of help you make it all make sense, right? And actually understand how to fit a course into your business, no matter what it is, because I promise you, courses go with everything, and they're only going to elevate and enhance whatever you have going on, whether it's one-on-one coaching, whether it's teaching, whether it's being an artist, whether you're a real estate agent, whether you're a hairstylist. It doesn't matter. You can have a course. So those are just some of the things that I offer, and I would love to work with each and every one of you. And don't forget, DM me the word masterclass.
All right. Thank you, Camicia. I hope you were thinking also about what it is you can give away tonight. So before you do tell everyone what you can give away tonight, please make sure you guys give her a quick follow if you desire to do so. There's an arrow above our head, and you can follow her or as well as anyone else, especially if you resonate with them. All right. And also, we love for you to come here to the Masterclass Marathon to make connections. You just met someone that you didn't see before, or you may have met her before. You heard her say something new that is of value to you. Go over to the DMs and give her a quick follow and start a conversation. That's what we do here at the Masterclass Marathon. So we want you to know that you guys can watch this here in the series area under at Tamika James on this page, or it's on the podcast. What's the name of the podcast? Oh my gosh. Entrepreneurs Speak with Tamika James. All right. So you can watch these a little later. Now, Camicia, what are you looking to give away tonight to someone?
Train can go by.
So, two options. If you already have a course, I will audit your course for you. If you do not have a course, then we can do a power session where we can get the ideas out of your head and design your course. So, you pick.
Woo! Okay. First person to say, I want it. First person to say, I want it on the screen. It's going to be yours. First person that we see. Sharperd Office Admin. Our speaker. Okay. Camila, does she qualify?
Yes.
Okay. She qualifies. All right. Well, congratulations. I said whoever is the fastest on your fingers. Okay. So we have a winner. And as Camicia said, everyone needs a course. You don't even know you need a course. You don't even understand that this will give you time freedom. It allows you to take your information, because that's what I talk about. Take that knowledge and package it up. Everyone can do it. Doesn't matter what you know. Someone's waiting to hear from you. All right. Well, thank you, Camicia, for speaking tonight. Thank you for the giveaway. Thank you for letting us know the things that you actually have to offer. And we're excited to have you here very often. So thank you. All right. We are now going to move over to our next speaker, who is Brooke. Brooke, you have been watching. This is Brooke's first time here. So Brooke, you see how it goes. We are sharing information. You get 13 minutes to do your presentation, and then you have 2 minutes after you're done. I'll announce that you can let everyone know what you have to offer, and then you can tell us what you have to offer. All right, Brooke, are you ready so I can put this time on the clock?
Yes, I am. And thank you so much for having me. This is so cool, you guys. This is awesome. This is so awesome.
Yes. Thank you. Ready? You have the mic. I'll give you the mic.
All right. Hey, everybody. So my name is Brooke, and I'm an IG Reels coach, aka your IG Reels fairy godmother. And I also have my own empowerment merch that helps empower and, you know, just uplift the boss ladies. So feel free to check that out on my IG. And as far as, you know, helping clients with Reels, I teach business owners how to use them for their business. I also help with creative content ideas, as well as support and a lot of hand holding, because I know for a lot of business owners, you know, Reels are not easy, right? It's kind of like there's an art to it in a way, right? And a couple years ago, business owners didn't even have to do this, right? Show up on video. And now it's like the best way to market yourself. And so I'm going to share a little bit with you guys about, you know, how to view them as a business owner. And I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to think about. So the first thing is, you know, Reels should really be seen as a way to get brand awareness, right? Because people who don't follow you can also see your Reels. So it's like a cold audience. So look at it as brand awareness. So you want to share who you are, share what you do, and you also want to look at them as a way to build relationships, right? Because as I know you've heard before that, you know, people will buy from you when they know, like, and trust you. And so look at Reels also as a way to build that know, like, and trust factor, because people, you know, they're not just going to buy from you because they see your reel one time, right? It's really letting them get to know you and then, you know, just nurturing those relationships. And so the one thing that you really want to have clear, like before you do Reels, or if you haven't been thinking about this, you definitely want to think about this, which is you want to know who your ideal client really is, right? Or your client avatar. So you want to know them like the back of your hand, okay? And be specific, as specific as you can. So for example, you know, are you serving mompreneurs in their 30s who are struggling with work-life balance? Are you serving men in their 50s who just got divorced and they need support? Are you serving, let's say, women in their 40s who are, you know, looking for, you know, a career change, right? Know that person inside and out. And you want to think about them and create content just for that one person, for every reel. And so I also like to tell business owners, like, don't worry about going viral. Don't go in with the mindset like, oh, will this go viral? Is this going to go viral? How many views am I going to get? Because guess what, you guys? You don't really want to serve everyone with your business, do you? No, you don't want to serve everyone. So you want to just really focus on your ideal client and create content that just speaks to them. And if you're doing that and you're giving them what they need, you're going to get the views and the engagement. It's going to happen, right? But just don't worry about going viral. That's really not what it is, right? Unless you're trying to be an influencer, but business owners are not trying to be influencers, right? So just kind of keep that. And then the next thing I want to talk about is you really want to position yourself as the authority, right? You want to be that go-to person in your niche. So you got to educate people. You got to provide a lot of free information, right? Because the more information you show and your knowledge, you're going to look like, you know what you're talking about, right? And you also want to know your ideal client's struggles and their problems as well. And you want to show that you have the solution to their problems in your reels. That's a big thing. Sorry, can you take the dog out? Sorry. So the more, you know, you share this information, and don't worry about repeating yourself and your message to your audience. People have to see things and hear things, you know, over and over and over and over and over and over. So people are going to see you, right? They're going to see you as that, you know, authority in whatever you're talking about. So don't be afraid to repeat what you're saying, but you definitely want to share, knowledge and tips and all of that. So people will see, okay, this person can help me, right? So when that person is ready, they're going to come to you. They're going to follow you. They're going to watch your reels and see what you have to say. And when they're ready, ideally they're going to become a customer or a client. So definitely, share your expertise freely, and that's going to build your authority. The other thing that you want to do is not just educate. You also want to motivate and inspire with your reels, because the business stuff is one thing, the educating is one thing, but all of our audiences, no matter what niche you're in, they need some kind of motivation or support or encouragement or inspiration, right? No matter what business you're in, right? Like, I need it, you need, we all need it. So give them some motivational content in your reels, give them some inspiration, some encouragement. And again, you got to know your ideal client, know what they need. Don't be generic with the motivational reels, like, hey, you got this. It's a little generic, right? You really want to know them and show them that love, show them that motivation, because that's going to really build that connection, like, even more. And the other thing, I heard this word recently, you guys, and I thought this was a great word. Let me know if you guys ever heard this word. Edutain, right? You ought to educate, but you also want to entertain. Because guess what, you guys? People are really watching reels and TikTok for entertainment, right? I don't think people are really watching reels, like, scrolling and I want to hire myself a life coach today, so I'm going to watch some reels. Probably not, right? They want to be entertained. They want to forget about their stress of the world, a stress from their day. So I heard that word, Mimi, the other day, and I was like, I'm going to use that word. So even when you're educating in your reels, try to make it fun and entertaining also. And, you don't have to be a comedian, right? Like, even just putting stickers on your reel, just being playful, right? That's something as simple as that. It is entertaining, right? Because reels are visual. And so maybe you're giving some great business tips, but you could be walking on the beach, right? Or you could be sitting in your backyard and your kids are in the back. You know what I mean? Just keep it fun. Don't keep it too stiff, right? Instagram's not about that, right? Maybe that's more on LinkedIn, right? But you want to be fun, right? And be playful along with, giving with the educating and giving your tips. Because if it's not entertaining, people might scroll on by, right? And we don't want that. We don't want them to scroll on by. Let's see. How am I doing on time, Tamika? I just need to grip. Okay, 4 minutes? Okay. So another thing to keep in mind, and this is, like, to me, one of the most important things with your reels, is be relatable, right? But again, not to everyone in the universe, right? Be relatable to your ideal client. Because if you're relatable, they are going to attach themselves to you, like a moth to a flame, right? Because when you see someone and they're saying something, or they're showing something, or they're doing something, and it's part of your life too, you're going to be so drawn to them. They're going to be really drawn to you. So a couple quick ways to be relatable. One easy way is storytelling, right? Tell stories. If you're helping, if you're helping people with, having a more positive mindset, and let's say you had problems in the past with that, which you probably did if you're helping others with it, most likely. So tell those stories about when you were suffering with, low self-esteem or a negative mindset. Tell those stories, but also share how you overcame that. And so that way your ideal client is going to really identify with you, and they're also going to be happy because you're going to also be like, hey, I have the solution, because you want to show you have the solution, right? So be really relatable. If you're like a mompreneur with toddlers and you're serving mompreneurs with toddlers, then show the hot mess, right? Talk about it. Talk about the kids running around and you couldn't check your email for the past 3 hours, right? Those mompreneurs in your audience, they're going to totally relate to you, and they're going to want to hang out with you, right? And you want to like just show that you want to also like build a community too with your Instagram in general. You want to build that community, and they're going to feel that like, oh, I relate to him, or I relate to her. I want to be a part of this, right? You want people to feel like a sense of belonging when they're watching your reels. So yeah. Am I there, Tamika?
If you want to get ready to close out, it's fine. You actually have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. But if you want to use that time to tell us more about who you are, where you're located, and who you serve, and what you have to offer, you can feel free to do that now.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll share one more little secret with you guys. Okay. So another thing is another thing you want to think about, and this is like, I hope I'm not overwhelming you guys, but it's something to think about if you're not already thinking about it, which is what Mimi was sharing about, is like your personal brand. That's like, it's kind of taking it to another level, but whether it's like your fashion or your style, your vibe, your energy, all of that is a part of your personal brand. And you really want to bring that into your reels as much as you can, because you know what? You're going to stand out in the crowd of other people who do what you do, because you're not the only one. I'm not the only reels coach, right? Mimi's not the only social media branding person, right? So you got to stand out. You got to be you, like 500 million gazillion %. You got to be you, right? Let your real personality shine through the camera. And it's not always easy to do that if you're starting out with reels, but it's something to think about, because it's not just about the educating. It's about showcasing you, because people are going to want to work with you or buy from you because of you, right? It's not just the help that you're providing. That's a part of it, of course, but they want to come to you for some reason, as opposed to going to the other person who does what you do down the road. They want to work with you for you. So show you guys, be you, 100%, 1,000%, flaws and all. Don't try to look perfect in your reels. People want to see the raw and the real. And that's a whole other topic. So I think I hit 2 minutes, right?
They want to see the raw and the real, and it's very true. They actually, like you said about being relatable. So yeah, so Brooke, that was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing with us today. Coming on live. I know you hang out a lot in Clubhouse, but you're on live today. Yeah. So thank you for joining us today.
Sure.
Yes. So tell us a little bit more about yourself, whatever you want us to know. I'm giving you 2 minutes on the clock. And in this time, let us know what your offer is. What do you have for the people? What can they get from you? 2 minutes on the clock.
All right. I got some goodies for you guys. So like Tamika said, I do teach a lot on Clubhouse, if you're on Clubhouse. And I decided not long ago to start doing some Zoom live workshops and masterclasses. So if you go to link in my bio, you can grab all the details. But basically, I offer a workshop that is hands-on, interactive, where I walk you through creating the reel, like all the tech part, like how to edit the clips, how to add the text, make it disappear, how to add the trending music, and all that. So that's great if you're new, or if you're newish and you're not really sure how to make it look. So that's one workshop, that's $29. And then the other one is a masterclass where you got a little taste of it tonight, but I go a little more deeper into content as well as how to stand out in your reels. And that's $47. And I'm offering all these workshops in September. There's a few dates on the page when you go to my bio link. So check those out, you guys. I would love for you to join me. We're going to have tons of fun as well. And you're just going to walk away with, I think, a lot more of a solid understanding, of how to really use reels for your business. And also, I have my merch brand, so that is on my page as well. I wear my t-shirts a lot. And one of my favorite t-shirts I have it says, stepping into my power. And these are all my designs, you guys. I didn't copy from anyone. These designs came from my heart and my soul. And I also apply it towards reels in a way, right? Like stepping into my power. Like you really have to do that in your reels too, and really be confident in who you are, because you got to shine through that camera. And so, so yeah. And I also like to keep my reels kind of entertaining. I have a creative background, and so you can check those out.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Brooke, for coming tonight. Before she leaves, make sure you guys give her a quick follow if you desire to do so. Whomever you resonate with, give them a quick follow. Go over to the DMs and start a conversation. We are very friendly people. We're here to help. We're here to serve. That's why we do this every week. On Saturdays, we're here at 12, and on Sundays, we're here at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you wish to come back, put a little marker on your calendar and make sure you return, because there are multiple speakers on each of those days that are here to share information with you. We're all entrepreneurs that have something to share, and we're excited about having new speakers here all the time. You'll also see that quite a few of the speakers are returning to come back and share more information. Sometimes we share some of the same, and sometimes we twist it up and share a little bit different information as well. So we're excited. I also want you guys to know, why is the Masterclass Marathon in place? It is a place that I decided to create for exposure for other entrepreneurs in their businesses. Generally, what happens is all of us are fighting to let people know who we are in our own spaces. But I said, why not let us get on live where 4 people are on the screen and 4 audiences come in at the same time. When people are here that see other people that need something that they have, then they get to follow them. Everyone gets to build. We get to do more connections. Like, that's what we're on this earth to do. All of us that are here right now, we have a business. And let me tell you something. The reason why you started a business was because there was something that you decided to do that was in support of someone else. You are here on this earth for a reason. The day that you figure that out, oh my gosh, the day you figure out why you're here, everything changes. We know why we're here, and we're here to share little pieces of us with you. So thank you all for coming. We have more speakers, so don't leave. Now, in the meantime, will you feel free to share this live out with at least 5 to 10 people? Get some other people in here. They need to meet these folks, and they need this info. Brooke, what can you give away tonight?
So I would love to give away the workshop. So that was the one where I said that I walk you through creating the reel. So if any of you guys are still confused, you know, how to edit the clips easily and make your reel look good, you know, aesthetically, that'd be perfect for you, because it's very interactive. We all hold out our phones and we do it together and we go slowly. So I can give that away. And oh, I should say the date so you make sure you're available. Well, I'm going to be repeating them, but the next one for this is September 23rd at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. It's a Friday.
All right. If you were paying attention earlier, if you would like to be the winner, I want you to type on the screen really quick. Whoever has the fastest fingers is going to be the winner. I want you to type, "I want it." If you type, "I want it," and you're the first person that we see, you are the winner of
The
Brooke's class.
Reels 101 workshop, and it has a value of $29.
All right, all right. And I'm sure that's not even a value. Hired Inspiration won something earlier. So Credit Empowered, we're going to give it to you. You are Credit_Empowered 101. You are the proud winner. I want you to leave the live, and I want you to go over, and I want you to DM Brooke and make sure, click the arrow at the top so that you know what her handle is, so that you can make sure that you follow her properly, and tell her that you are the winner, and she'll make sure you get your prize. We're excited to be here with you guys tonight. Someone asked, how can you become a speaker? So if you click the link in my bio, you'll go to Masterclass Marathon, Become a Speaker. So you'll click on that, and it is no cost for you to be a speaker at this moment in time. I will tell you guys later on down the line, that won't be the same, okay? But for now, you can join at no cost, and we're going to, Jack, actually, that's in the bottom right corner, is our resident graphic designer, and she has a company, and she is making the flyer. So she'll make the flyer, we'll send it over to you, and then you can promote yourself. Guess what you get to do? You're promoting yourself as a public speaker. Anytime you go public and you speak in front of other people, you are publicly speaking. This is a public speaking engagement. Oh yes, okay? So make sure, if you are interested, that you click, and when you get there, you'll be able to choose when you want to speak, on a Saturday or a Sunday. So thank you all for joining. You didn't know. Brooke, stop it. Oh my gosh. Yes, you are. You are totally a public speaker tonight. And this was a public speaking engagement. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So I love it. I love it. I love it. So we're going to move over to our next speaker, who is Tawana. Tawana's coming up next. She's going to share some information about getting to the money, okay? So you're watching the Masterclass Marathon. Before she begins to speak, feel free to share this live out with about 5 to 10 people, okay? Tell them to get in here and get this info about getting this money. Thank you, Brooke. And Tawana, you now have the mic. You have 13 minutes. And then when you're done, we'll give you 2 additional minutes to let us know what you actually have to offer. Let's go.
Hey, Tamika, thank you so much. So we're going to get this rolling. So I'm going to talk to you guys. I am a business consultant, so I'm going to let you know that we are in the 4th quarter of our businesses and what you and your business need to be doing to get ready for that 4th quarter. Now, the 4th quarter can mean a lot of things to people, but it can mean so much money if you're doing the right things. So Sharper Office Admin has been thinking about the 4th quarter all the way back in June. We were getting ready for our clients, letting them know, listen, don't wait until the last minute to think of those promos, to get those flyers ready, to get those reels ready for holidays. You need to start working on them now. Why? Because there's money on the table when you are prepared. So we have 5 things that we always tell our clients, and this is the golden rules of Sharper Office Admin to get yourself ready for the 4th quarter. The first one is, if you're a product-based business, you need to check in on your inventory and your operations. That is so key because we are coming out of this pandemic and because we're coming out of this supply chain problem that we had. Things that you may need for your products may not be accessible, or if they are accessible, they are going to be at a higher rate because everybody is looking for them. So check in on your inventory and your operations and make sure that you have what you need for your promotions. The second one, organize your 4th quarter marketing strategies. And that's just like what Brooke was saying. You got to have your reels ready. You got to have your marketing ready. You got to know what you're going to be promoting, and you should have it taken care of, and you should have it ready so you're not sitting there scrambling on Canva to try to make reels or advertisements at the last minute. All of this needs to be taken care of early so you could just click, put it on a date, and it can roll out and you have no problem. You also need to roll out. You need to know the dates that you're rolling out your promos, and your promos need to be rolled out within a 3-week period so you can get customers into them. They need to have time to see all of your advertisements and go, I like what they sell it. I want that. And they need that time because they're not going to do it on the first time. They're going to do it after seeing you 2 or 3 times. So you got to have that rolling. You constantly have to have it rolling. The third one is plan your end of the year for your clients and your customers' appreciation. Now, this is so key with service-based as well as product-based. If you had consistent clients over the year, you should have a email set up of all your clients, and at the end of the year, you need to send them an appreciation or a thank you or a Hanukkah or a Christmas or a Kwanzaa holiday card or a thank you. And this is always because you want them to know that you appreciate what they did for you and your business during this time. It also lets them know that you're appreciating them and you want to see them in 2023. So if you walk out of this new year and you don't send something to those clients that spent money with you during 2022, I promise you they're not coming back to you in 2023. It's just not happening. I promise you, because people want to feel appreciated about what they've spent their money on. You want to feel appreciated when you walk out of Macy's and Macy's sends you a coupon at the end of the year so you can go back and spend some more money with Macy's. So that fits for your business as well. The fourth one is review your year goals. You need to go back into your planner and you need to look and see, out of the 3 quarters that just passed, did you hit the mark on all your goals for your business? And if you didn't and you slid a goal down to another quarter, and then another quarter, and now we're at the 4th quarter, you need to evaluate what you're doing within the business and why you're not hitting those goals. Those goals are supposed to make your business better. It's supposed to expand you. And you put goals in place so your business can grow. If you do not meet those goals, you need to look for a coach or an advisor, for someone to figure out with you, why are you not reaching the goals that you have put before you and your business? And it's not to say that you're failing. It's just to say that you may not properly be giving those goals what they need to be accomplished. So you need to make sure you review those goals, and you need to also look at the goals that you want to have for Q1 when 2023 comes in. Okay? Your final one, get your financials in order for your tax planning. Now, this is so key because small business owners tend to think, especially those who haven't made a lot of money during the course of the year, that they don't need to have all of their receipts and everything in order for tax preparation. That's not the case. You need to have your taxes, you need to have your receipts, your expenditures, everything that you've done with your business organized, and you need to have it for the tax preparer, because there are so many great tax credits that they are giving entrepreneurs, and you may be eligible for them. But the only way that you can be eligible for those tax credits and a proper tax preparer is by having the information for them, so they can tell you, okay, this is what you can get. Yes, you can get this tax credit. Yes, this does apply to your business. So these are the things that you need to be thinking about for Q4. It's imperative that you round out the end of the year, letting yourself know, regardless if you didn't do all of those goals, regardless if you did not make a whole lot of money, that you are still working towards your dream. And if you're a new business that just started within the first year or two, it's okay. It's okay that you didn't make a whole lot of money this year. But if you are out there networking yourself, selling your brand, and constantly putting yourself out there, soon you will get you will have the following that you need. So I promise you that it may not feel like you got everything that you could have gotten over this year, but your blessings will come to you in another year. You just have to put in the work. We all have to put in the work to see the rewards of our hard work. So that is what I say you need to be doing right now. And you guys gotta do this. I promise you, you will have a productive 4th quarter if you follow these tips that I gave you. And my name is Tawana, and I am the owner of Sharper Office Admin. We're a boutique consulting firm out of New York City. We help entrepreneurs and solopreneurs with the back end part of their business, as well as help them, let them know what they need for their businesses to grow. We are constantly on Instagram. We're on Clubhouse. I don't do a lot of reels. I don't do a lot of TikToks, but I do get my name out there because I am determined every single day to make contact with at least 3 people and let them know what my business is, what I do. And they may not need me today, but they will say, you know what? I'm following this girl. She said she can help me with the back end of my business. I'm going to check and see what her name is. Oh my God, that's her name, Tawana, Sharper Office Admin. That's who I am. You have to come out and you got to do the work. So my name is Tawana, and I'm done. And thank you so much, Tamika, for this. I truly appreciate this, especially on a Sunday, because that means that I'm still network. I'm starting the week off, and I'm starting it with you. Thank you.
That's right. Well, Tawana, thank you for speaking, and thank you for sharing that KPI with us that you just gave us, that key performance indicator.
Yep.
Guys, she said she's just looking to meet 3 new people. Some of us are saying, oh my gosh, I have to meet 50 new people a day, a week, or whatever. She just said 3.
Yes.
When we know how much a customer is worth to us, we understand that we don't need 1,000,001 customers. You just
No.
don't.
No.
Now, I know some of you are looking, you're going to be millionaires and multimillionaires. Yes, it's going to be true. But it may not be with a whole lot of clients, or it may be. I don't know. But you need to know your own KPIs. You need to have something to reach for every single day, that
Yeah.
even if it's just a little bit that you're nudging along, you just need to know what works for you. So
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So I'm so grateful that you said that. So thank you for sharing those tips with us about getting our money in order. The fourth quarter is the end of the year. It is that marker where we're like, okay, we're about to have a new point in our lives. And it is that moment to refresh everything. So thank you for even making me aware of some of the things that I took notes on over here myself as well. Okay, so thank you very much. Now, Tawana, is there anything that you can give away this evening? And what? Wait. First of all, did you properly tell us what you have to offer? Do you feel like you did?
No, I didn't, but I'll tell
Well,
you
let's do
right
that
now.
first. Let's do
Okay.
that first. 2 minutes.
Okay. So Sharper Office Admins offers the back end part of your business as well as business consulting for your small businesses. Now, my thing about business consulting and what I need you to understand is some people who are solopreneurs and entrepreneurs are doing this by themselves. So when you're doing something by yourself, you need another person to bounce ideas off of. And that's where me and my team come in. We're your team. We're your virtual team. We're bouncing. We're telling you, yes, that works. No, that doesn't work. Maybe that should go for quarter four. Maybe you should think about doing it this way. That is what we offer. We also offer the admin part of the back of your business, which a lot of people don't want to do. And I have 4 amazing women that do it all day, every day. So we do that back end where you go, I don't want to do these email blasts. I don't want to do these letters. I don't want to do anything. I need to call Tawana and I need to tell her and her team they got to go ahead and do this. So that's what me and my team does. What we have to give away, Tamika, is we are running our first holiday promo, which is called Holiday Hands. These are short-term contracts for entrepreneurs during the holiday season. It is a 4, 6, and 8 week short-term contract from October to December to help entrepreneurs during the holiday season with their holiday promos. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to give you a full 4 weeks, but I will give away a 2-week holiday hand contract, which means that me and my team will do the back end part of your business, whatever you need of us. Once we onboard you, you will let us know exactly where you need us, and we will be there for you for 2 whole weeks.
Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna say this again. If you want it, if the first person that says I want it, you will be the winner of, oh my gosh, 2 weeks.
2
First
weeks.
person to say I want it. And I do hope that if you do decide to say I want it, that you really are ready to really take your business to the next level. All right. We gotta take her.
Dr. Link.
All right. Okay, make sure that you give Tawana a quick follow. Anyone else that's here, if you resonated with anything that she just said, if you feel like you need to connect, make sure you click the arrow at the top and give her a follow. If you want to just ask her a question, we're all friendly people. Go into the DMs and ask her your question. She'll kindly answer you and make a connection with you. That's what we're here for. We wanted to expose you to people who you never saw before that you might not even know that you actually need. So that's what this is all about. So Tawana, thank you so much for your presentation, for getting us in order tonight. Thank you for shaking us up and getting us ready for the fourth quarter, as well as getting them ready to roll us into the next year. Thank you for your info, and thank you for the giveaway tonight.
No problem, Tamika. Thank you for the opportunity. I love being here. You guys are amazing, and I'm going to put myself in the audience to stay tuned.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. So Tawana's going down, and make sure that you are connected to her. So I will go next, and Jack the God is going to pull up the rear tonight. All right. Okay. So let's see. Tawana, you're going down?
Yes, I'm going down.
I'll do it. That way it'd be easy. Okay. All right. It's done. Okay. So hello, everyone. Let me get my timer going. All right. I'm Coach Tamika James. I'm the host of this thing, this masterclass marathon that we're doing tonight. We do this every Saturday at 12 Eastern and every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're here to share information with you about things you didn't know you needed to know, and on occasions about some things that you did know that you needed to know. So I'm a life and business coach. I'm actually a cosmetologist turned life and business coach. One day I woke up and I realized that the path that I was on, the thing that I was doing for 20 something years was no longer the thing that I wanted to continue to do. There was a feeling in the pit of my stomach that began to tell me that there's something else that I'm supposed to move into. Now, I will tell you, if you really want to know, how long did it take for me to actually move from behind my chair? And honestly, guys, when I really sit and I think back, it was in the range of somewhere around almost 5 years when I really think about it. So I had that feeling for quite some time, and I kept planning my exit to some degree. What I was and still am is an educator. I've educated for many, many years. I created many online platforms to continue to educate outside of educating in person. I've traveled the world educating throughout the many different 50 states, throughout other countries, and it's been an amazing journey. But one day I truly realized that standing behind that chair, because my back was hurting, my feet was hurting, that was no longer for me. I had served my time and I had done my thing that I was supposed to do in that space. What I came to realize while I was behind the chair was that there's this part of me that was helping those who were in my chair, such amazing people, because you attract such amazing people based upon who you are. That's just how it goes. They wanted to build their businesses. Some of them were 9-to-5ers and they wanted to actually get out and they wanted to build their own thing. Some of them had businesses and knew that I did multiple things. Over the years, I've run a trade show that has housed, like, I've had more than 1,000 attendees at a time. We've had, I've done this show for over 13 years, okay? Booked out the whole location. People came from everywhere. I also had my own line of instructional, well, still have my own line of instructional digital products, my own line of physical, physical tools for the hair industry. I've owned a wet line of products as well. Owned more than one salon, lots of different things that I've done in business. I've also run a team of educators for over 45 educators. Okay, that was the highest amount that I've had. I'm sharing my history with you because everything that I've done in the past part of my life has led me to where I am today, and it has built up who I am. I've learned a lot in business based upon all of those things. One of the things that has been the strongest has been that I was able to realize that I could make money in my sleep by taking the education that I have, the things that I know how to do, and packaging them up to create them as a product. So here I am as your life and business coach that understands that you won't even build that course if you're not taking care of the things that are on the life side, if you're not paying attention to the productivity things that you need to handle to be able to run your business the way that you should. So this is me in a nutshell: productivity, as well as literally helping you to take your knowledge, package it up, create it as a course. Now, I shared my journey because there's someone who's listening to me today and you have been on the fence. You want to do something new and you just don't know how to change it up. You don't know what to do, how to shift. So if you need assistance with that, I'm your girl. I've lived it. I've done it. I've worn a t-shirt. I made the t-shirt and wore the t-shirt. Okay. So here I am today talking to you about, my topic today is productivity for building your course. I'm combining the things that I know, the things that I help my clients with every single day, with where I am today in my current business as a life and business coach. So a couple of things that I want to share with you. 5 things that I'm going to talk about tonight amongst the many things that I could share. And please share this live out with at least 5 to 10 people. Someone else needs to hear what I'm sharing tonight. The first thing that I want you to know about the productivity in regards to building out your course is that you have to make time. You're going to have to make the time. Point blank and period. I'm going to come back to that and tell you what you need to make time on, but I'm going to move over to letting you know that building out your course, you're going to need to know what the deadline is. When does the course actually come to life? You have to set a date. If you don't set a date, that course that you think you're going to build, it'll linger on. You'll just wander around and you'll maybe make it, and who knows when it will actually come to life. I'm also going to talk to you tonight about creating energy for yourself when you feel a little sluggish, when you feel like, I really want to build my course, but I'm tired. I'm sitting here, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. What I want you to do is create energy for yourself by going to exercise. Another thing that you're going to need to do is to choose a workspace. When you're ready to build your course, if you find that space that you're going to sit in and make that your space that you say to yourself, this is my work spot. I know what I'm in this space to do. It's going to feel good and you'll be more productive because you chose that space as the work space, okay? Now, another thing that I want to talk to you about is having a tentative price for the course that you're building. Why am I talking about this? The price will help you to determine how much energy you put into building your course, as well as how much content you put in the course. Generally, the higher the price, the more information that you have, the longer that the course actually will be. So yes, you could have a high price course where you give a few things. That's totally true. But generally, the more that you put in it and the longer that they consume the information, the higher the price will actually be. So I want you to consider a few of these things before you start to build out your course so that you can have some type of direction. Now, I will tell you, this is only 5 things. I only have 13 minutes with you tonight, so I'm only sharing a few things. So now I'm going to go back to the productivity things you need to know about the productivity when it comes to building your course. Making time. Making time for what? You want to make time for the components that are the modules, all right? The components that are in the modules. You have to know what are the components that are going to go in each of the modules. You have to think about this first before you start building out the course. Now, I'm going to share some of the components that are in some of the modules specifically this evening. Resources is one of the components that will be in the modules. Resources, why? Because there are things that you don't need to say and do all over again when you're sharing information in your course. And I shared this info yesterday. I actually, inside my course, I actually show you how to video edit because I understand that when you're going to build out your course, either you're going to hire an editor or you're going to do it yourself. But if you don't want to hire an editor, I want to empower you to make sure you know how to edit. So in my course, I'm going to give you the resource, which is either going to be a video that I have put in, or I'm going to go and find someone who did a public resource, which is maybe something on YouTube that's public information. And I can grab a link and click on it and grab it and say, hey, here's some public information that you can use to be able to learn how to do blank because it's already out there. So if you want the cheat code to move fast, to share information, this is something that you could do. Now, a resource is also something like a person who can do a thing for someone that's in your course. So if I know that there are graphic designers that will create your graphics for you, instead of me telling you to do the graphics and go find a graphic designer, I will put resources inside my course to make life easy for you to click and go to people that I know will get the job done for you. Someone, especially like Jack the God that's down at the bottom, okay? So that is what I could actually do for you in regards to putting resources in. Another thing is that another component that you're going to have to make time for is shooting the video that you're going to shoot for your course. Here's what I want you to know. When you're ready to build your course out, and I'm going to share some information about your deadline. If you know you have to shoot videos for your course, you need to know how many videos you have to shoot, and then you need to know when you want the course to come to life. If you've determined that there are 10 videos that you need to shoot, you need to tentatively know how much information you're going to shoot. Is this video for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes? And then you know that you're going to shoot 10 of them. If you have to shoot 10 videos and they're all 5 minutes, that's 50 minutes of time that it's going to take you to shoot the videos. When you look at these as equations, you will now tell yourself that it doesn't take you 3 weeks to shoot your videos because clearly you know you want 5-minute videos. Can you shoot these videos in one setting? Absolutely. Can you shoot them over the course of several days? Absolutely. But you need to make sure that you're making some sort of a plan based upon what it is that you're actually doing. So as you're writing out everything, you're writing out the video that you need to shoot, the tentative amount of time that you believe it'll take for that amount of information. And then you're going to make yourself a plan. Now, here's something I want to share when it comes down to the modules. If you've made a determination that there are 7 modules in your course, you're going to say to yourself, my course is meant to be built out in the next 2 weeks. If there's 7 modules and you want to now break that down, you can say to yourself, I want to shoot the video for the 7 modules over the next 7 days because it comes out in 2 weeks and I want the next 7 days to do whatever it is. You got to make a plan. If you don't, then you're going to just do anything. Okay? So another thing that you're going to have to make time for is typing up the text that is going to be the content inside your course. So if there is a video, underneath the video, if there are pieces of information that you want your audience to know about that goes under the videos, I literally want you to know what videos you're going to shoot. And then I want you to take some time to type out the things that you want them to know. Now, I'm going to share with you, there's a cheat code to the content that can go underneath your video. You can literally shoot your video, and then you can put your video into one of the softwares like Otter.ai, and it will take the video that you just shot, and it will take all of the text, everything. It'll script it out. And you can take everything that you just said in the video, and then you can pop it in underneath the video inside your course. Okay, give me some hearts if that is some information you didn't know that's going to give you the cheat code to getting this thing done. Now, I want you to know when you're literally dealing with a coach who's already done it, there are things that I've already been through, resources I've used, things that I'm going to share with you that you don't have to think about. That is why you need the coach. Now, another thing that you're going to have to make time for is your screen recorded lessons. Listen up, guys. If there are things that you want people to see that you're doing, you're going to need to know that there is a lesson that you're going to make that is showing them how to do something. So you need to know how many of those that you have to create, how long you think the lesson will be, and when you're going to actually create the screen recorded lesson. Okay. Next thing that I want to share with you is that I want you to know that you have to also make time for your graphics. The graphics that are in your course will make it look good. So you can go and make them yourself, or you can spend time knowing what the graphics need to say, what they should be about, and find yourself a graphic designer and type everything out that you need them to create for you and send it over. Tell them that you basically, what I love to do is put your logo on it, put the title of the course, if you know the title of the course and what the graphic is about, and send it over to someone and let them send it back to you. Currently, I'm creating another course. What I'm actually doing is taking one of my signature courses, which means that it's a large course that is consumed over a long period of time, and I pulled out pieces of it to make it a smaller course, okay? So that's what I'm currently building out right now, and I'm using my own strategies to do this thing. Now, I'm gonna show you something real quick that I actually do that I think someone needs to see. You can do this any way that you like. One of the things that I do when I'm crafting a course is I'm going to brain dump the things that I know that need to be in the course. And I'm going to brain dump them on a piece of paper. And what I do is I cut them up, because I could do this in a document too, but I like to write things out. I write it on a piece of paper and I know what needs to go in. I cut them up and then I keep putting them in order on a board that I can see like this. So when I look at something and I feel like, no, that shouldn't be there because of the way that the people who are consuming the content think, I'm going to reorder it in a way that I know they need the content to be delivered to them. So that's just a little thing that I do when I'm actually building out any of the courses that I create. And it's a tip that I share with my audience. My time is up. My time is up. But I'm excited to share with you that I am a life and business coach, and I help you to monetize your knowledge. I love helping you to see more about yourself, to see how you can get more things done, to create more productivity for you so that you could make your money. If you're literally trying to get things done and you don't know how you function and what's the best way to get things done, they don't get done in a timely fashion. So what I actually want to share that I have to offer today is not even talking about the course for you to build your course, which you can get. It's called Become a Coach, and it'll help you to know what it takes for you to actually get in the coaching arena and literally build your course out. That's my signature. But what I want to talk to you tonight about is that I have something that starts tomorrow night. It is called Fix My Life. And it is going to take you through some of the things that I was just sharing in regards to getting things done. We're going to, in Fix My Life over the course of 3 days, we're going to talk about where you are in business. We're going to identify some of the holes that you have in your business right now to identify what needs to be done. Once we talk about what needs to be done, we're going to move into breaking those things down to actually get them done in a timely fashion. Because I know that my avatar is generally a person who is looking to build out your course, I understand that the old business that you already have, that you're already in, if you don't get that in order, this course that you're talking about building, it's not going to happen because the other stuff is not in order. So when you get that stuff in order and you're able to get up and do the things that you need to do as an entrepreneur and stay on track, it'll make it easier for you to get ready to build your course out. Now, the next thing that we're talking about in Fix My Life is what is about to happen next for you in business. I want you to sit. You're going to do a little bit of dreaming, and we're going to plan out the next thing that you're going to do while you're in the program for the next 3 days. Now, there are some amazing exercises that I have you to do, which literally help you to think and focus about the next part of your life. You're also pulling out your calendar literally. You're not going to walk away and put things on the calendar later. You're going to put the things on the calendar that need to be done for the first part of your business and the things that you're about to build out. They go on the calendar while you're sitting there in the program. You're not getting away. You're not getting away. All right. Well, that is me, Coach Tamika James. I am going to get ready to turn the mic over. How do you get into Fix My Life? Oh, my goodness. The link is in my bio. The link is in my bio. All right. I raise the rate to the regular rate. So if you want a deal and you want to get in for the next 3 days, I'm not even going to say the rate right here. I'm not going to tell you what the deal is. DM me and let me know that you want the deal. Now, tonight, I'm doing a giveaway, right? So I will grant one person a seat to Fix My Life. If you want to know more about it, look at the testimonies that are on my page. Lots of people who've gone through the program have given their testimony, and you can see exactly what they got. Just scroll down my page and just watch the multiple testimonies. If you say I want it, the first person that says I want it, I'm granting you a seat to Fix My Life tonight. Whoever is the first person that says it, I'm going to make sure that you get in. So all you have to do is put it on the screen, and then I'll know who you are, and I will let you in. In the meantime, I am going to turn the mic over to Jack the God, and I will see who actually says I want it, and then I'll put you in. All right, Jack, you now have your 13 minutes on the clock. Welcome, welcome,
Awesome.
and thank you for
Perfect.
being here.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Thanks everyone for having me. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we can't do this without the people who not only, participate, but who watch. So we always appreciate you guys for coming. So my name is Jack the God. For those of you who don't know, I own a design agency called Hustle Design Agency. And we believe that hustle beats luck every time. And so what does that mean? Well, I believe that, and if you want to be successful, you need to hustle with a purpose. You need to hustle with an objective and not just try to get lucky through your success. So a lot of people, they just are getting by when they own a business. They're getting by. They're getting lucky. What does getting lucky mean? It means you might have a good month. You might have but then next month might be bad, and you're not really understanding why, because you haven't mapped your way to this success. You don't have key performance indicators in order. You don't have KPIs in order. So you're just ultimately getting lucky. You don't have an objective. You're not hustling. So again, we believe hustle beats luck every time. We go into everything with an objective. And so actually today, what I want to talk about is the importance of key performance indicators and kind of how they, help you map out your way to success. Now, I know a lot of people are visual, right? So maybe me just talking here might not help. So I'm going to kind of just show it to you. And I just got a little bit something slight. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you this, guys, today. So what is your objective? So when we're talking about key performance indicators, we always want to start with our objective. So what is your objective for your company, for your business? And I think I have 1 second. Let me just fix it. There we go. Perfect. So what is your objective? And typically our objective is always what? More revenue, right? More revenue. Everybody, all of us, we want more money. We want more money. We want more money. But how do we get that, right? So We get that through sales channels. So typically our sales channels are going to be something like a website, going to an event, maybe vending at event, maybe attending an event, maybe speaking at an event. And then if you have an app, right? Notice I didn't put social media because unless you're selling directly from social media, typically this isn't really a sales channel. You might have something like an Etsy store. That would be a sales channel. So, you know, website, events, and apps. I just kept it simple right here. So again, please pay attention to this. We're going over the importance of KPIs, right? So we have our objective of more revenue. Now we're going through our sales channel. So if you want to make more money, well, it's this simple, right? We're mapping it out. But if you don't have these things mapped out beforehand and you're trying to do it afterwards, it's going to make your job harder. It's going to make your life harder. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and select just one of my sales channels. So if I want to make more sales, I have to do this with each one of my sales channels. So we're going to start with the website, and I don't have much time, so we're just going to speak on this specific one channel right now. So for my website, now I have to look at, well, how many visitors equals one sale? That means how many times does a visitor jump on my website? Do I actually collect the sale, right? And so there's simple low-hanging fruit right there. So again, there's more things to this, but we're going to look at one objective at a time and one piece of the puzzle at a time. So this is the low-hanging fruit. More visitors equals more sales. Now, I want you guys to know that the average conversion rate is between 1 to 3%. So that's not a lot of room. So if you have so many visitors per your website, if you've already converted 1 to 3%, more than likely your next goal is to go ahead and get more hits on your website. You can try to increase the conversion rate, which I'm going to talk about later, but you know, you have to really think about these things. So let's say my website in particular, for every 100 visitors, I get one sale. That's my 1%, right? So now we do have two ways to go ahead and two low-hanging fruits, right? We have two low-hanging fruits right here to now go ahead and continue to go ahead and achieve our objective. Remember, our objective is increasing revenue. So in order to increase revenue, we can go ahead and increase our conversion rate. Now we might be able to go ahead and obtain that 2 to 3%, or we can go ahead and increase traffic. Increased traffic is typically going to be the first one. So now I'm going to go ahead and go, well, where's my traffic coming from on my website? It might be social media, it might be Google. You know, these are things that we have to look at. So again, if you're not getting any traffic from one of these channels, though, then that's something you have to take into consideration as well. So there's so many different ways that you can increase your traffic. Again, we're going through one piece of the puzzle. So imagine if you go through each part of your business like this. So if we choose social media, we're going to say, okay, well, how much traffic is coming from social media a day? About 25 visitors, right? Because we're trying to keep it simple. But the reality is we're not getting 25 visitors a day. We're probably getting something like 10 visitors on Monday, 25 on Tuesday, 10 on Wednesday, right? So now we're going to look at, well, which low-hanging fruit, which day has the most visitors? Well, if Friday is getting 40, and right now that means we're only getting about 1.3 sales a week, because remember, my conversion, my KPI is for every 100 visitor, I'm only getting one sale. This is very important. So now I want to look at, well, what am I doing on Friday? What am I posting on Fridays? Typically, we're posting something like an entertainment post, a motivational, an educational. Are they reels? Are they lives? Why is Friday hitting? I have to look at these things that I'm posting on Friday now. So each one of these pieces, I have to go deeper down the road and go into more KPIs, more information, right? So what am I posting on Fridays, and how can I increase that? Why is that important? Because if I can get every day to average 40 hits on my website, now I've already increased my sales per week. So I went from having 1.3 sales to 2.8 sales. That's almost 3 sales per week. And I kept it right there, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera back on me now, because yeah, that's pretty much, I kept it right there because that's just one angle, right? That's one piece of the low-hanging fruit. So we were able to go ahead and change our 1 sale a week to 2 sales per week. And remember what Tamika said, depending on what you're selling, sometimes you don't actually need that many sales. You don't need that many sales in a day. You don't need that many sales in a week. So these are things that are super important. They're super vital. And there's so much low-hanging fruit that you probably don't know exists because you're not keeping track of your metrics. You don't have key performance indicators in place. You don't know why you're getting the things that you're getting, how you're getting the things that you're getting. I mean, you're just going by your business and getting lucky every week. it's not that easy. And honestly, you're making your life and your business harder if you actually go ahead and keep these things in place. If you don't just rely on getting lucky, if you don't just keep moving through the motions, you might actually learn how to either increase the conversion rate, or just increase the traffic and go ahead, because there's billions of people in this world, guys. There's millions that use social media. There's millions that are hitting Google every day. That's so much money on the table that you don't even have to worry about increasing your conversion rate. In reality, all you have to do is figure out how to get more traffic to your website or whatever that sales channel is. And I'm able to do that by looking at each piece of the puzzle, looking at each piece of the metric, and go ahead and grow from there. So again, each one of those things has little things, but this is why key performance indicators are so important, because they allow us to map our way to success, right? So I'm always talking about this. It can mean something on social media where, okay, again, I talked about social media on this. Well, if Fridays I'm getting 40 posts and I go live on Fridays and I post 2 times a week, but I notice that every other day of the week I'm not going live. Well, now guess what? The low hanging fruit would be just go live every day and see if that is now bringing in the 40 visitors that I want to go to my website every day. So again, there's so much low hanging fruit there. What is low hanging fruit? It's the easy things that you can do. It's things that you don't have to look that deep into, that you don't have to put that much work into. That's honestly just money right there waiting for you to grab it. It's money waiting for you to grab it, but you don't know what it is to grab, because you're not keeping track of your metrics. You don't know what you're doing. You're just kind of getting by in your business just like you've always done. So I always like to talk about metrics. I always like to talk about the scientific approach to things. So that's what my company is about. So again, I'm Jack the God. I own a design agency. I hope this helped you some way, some shape, some form today. I hope that you're going into this week keeping track of something, starting to keep track of your metrics, going forward, not getting lucky, going forward, actually hustling and doing things the right way. So I own a design agency called Hustle Design Agency. We believe that hustle beats luck every time. And that's how we focus with our customers when we're going into projects, when we're going into anything that we work on with you. So we specialize in branding, web development, and marketing. You can go ahead and click the link in my bio, use a contact form. We'll go ahead and reach out to you. I also own a clothing brand called My Hustle Has Purpose, where we inspire others to believe in their hustle. And I do know that we're doing a giveaway today. So I'm gonna do it like this. So you don't even have to hit me with the I want it on the thing. What I want you to do is, if you DM me masterclass and you send me your name and your website, you have to have an existing website. I will give you a free SEO audit this week. So I will give you a free SEO audit. So go ahead and DM me your name and your website.
Jack, I was gonna ask you to. So Jack the guy actually is one of the speakers inside UBG, Underground Biz Group, and Jack came in and did a lesson one day and shared this resource with us, which is something that you can actually use. And I don't know if you can talk about it or not, but there's something that you can use to track. Say it, Jack, so I don't say it wrong. To track the activity on the site, know where people are going when they go to your site, because there's a reason why when someone goes to your site that there's not a purchase. So can you shed some light on that real quick?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for bringing that up. I meant to, I had it in the back of my head and I didn't even mention it. So another cool thing when we're talking about low hanging fruit too, it's that there's resources. So this resource, hotjar.com, I'm going to put it in the chat, hotjar.com. This is cool. It's a free resource, sorry, if you're not getting that much traffic to your website, and it's relatively inexpensive either way. So hotjar.com, and what it does is you install it on the back end of your website, and it actually video records every activity of people going on your website. And so you can sit there, you can, like Tamika says, you can put on your calendars time to watch these recordings, to see, well, what's going on my website, what is making somebody purchase versus what is making somebody not purchase versus leave my site. Because what happens is we don't know what's going on. We're just, again, getting lucky. We just assume things. So I don't like to assume things. I'm a designer. I work in a creative space. It's a very opinionated space. Whoever I'm doing work for delivery for, and we try to stay away from that as much as possible because we cannot repeat success with opinions. So what we're able to do is now we're able to watch these consumers go through our website and say, okay, well, if 3 people keep stopping at this page, maybe something here is broken, or there's something here that they don't like. It's not making them want to go forward. And that's how we're able to actually change the trajectory of our business by now making our maybe that page look like another page that people seem to like more. So there's so much things. So hotjar.com, it's called a heat map, and it actually tracks the user progression of your website, how they're going through your website, and all that good stuff, honestly.
Yeah, that's real. I just wanted you to share because I'm like, I know they don't know about it. And I didn't know about it. So I was grateful that you were, you're a speaker inside UBG. And by the way, guys, this episode is sponsored by UBG membership. As a matter of fact, I already know what I'm about to do. I'm about to do something. But Jack, what do you already did your giveaway. So
yeah, so I did my giveaway
from the sponsor of this episode here, a seat in UBG. What the heck is UBG? Jack, you explain it better than I do. You tell them what UBG actually is, and we're going to give away a seat tonight to UBG.
For sure. So Underground Biz Group, this is UBG. It's the Transformational Entrepreneurship Group. It's the entrepreneurship group where if you need help with your social media, with your business, which we all do, and if you need community, right? So if you're an entrepreneur, you need community. You need something that can help you up-level your success with your social media and with your business, with your organization, with all the things you need in your business. That's where you need to be. We meet every Monday and every Wednesday, and it's really great. Honestly, me and Tamika, we tag team, we teach social media, we teach business strategies, and we teach a lot of on the different side. I have more of the creative side, and she has more of the business mind, the this is what you need to do, the structure. And so honestly, you're able to get that from both of us. So it's just really powerful things going on in there. Just like the presentation tonight, I teach things like that on KPIs, on websites, on any of my specialties and expertise, and Tamika obviously teaches on hers. So it's a really, really valuable resource, and it's so inexpensive. So even if you don't win it, I'm going to tell you, you probably should shoot over to the website and just join in. You've got nothing to lose. Join for a month. You're going to love it, and I know you're going to want to stay. So that's all I'm going to say. Like, there's so much. So if you're not, if you're not making 6+ figures, you need to be in there. Let's get it in there. We have a really tight community. We're here to help, and we're going to, grow with each other and, help each other grow too. So that's a cool thing.
Yeah. And last week we actually did the customer journey. We went through what the customer journey looks like. So literally everyone that was in a membership, we sat down and we said, hey, from the time that you meet a customer to the time that they buy your high ticket item, what are you doing? And they all had to say what they do. And it was crazy because some people weren't doing much of anything. Some people had a lightweight plan, but we spoke about what else could be done. And it was beautiful. So, I mean, these are some of the things that we do. There are working sessions. There are business lessons. There's the social media, a little bit of everything that's going on in there. So let me see. I'm not sure how. I guess I'm going to do the easiest thing right now. It's too many people in here to just try to do a number or something. So the first person that says I want it, we're going to let you in. I'm going to screenshot who you are, and then we're going to put you in UBG membership. We're going to grant you access. So who is that first person that puts it up on the screen? And as we're waiting for you to say who wants to get into the UBG membership, it's a monthly membership. And like Jack said, we meet every week, 2 times a week. So in the meantime, we're going to get ready to close out. Jack, do you feel like you said enough about your business? You muted. Yeah, you good?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to get ready to close this out. We are here every Saturday at 12 and every Sunday at 7. If you would like to be a speaker on the Masterclass Marathon, here's what I want you to do. Click the link in my bio and make sure that you go to the tab that says Masterclass Marathon, become a speaker, and then you fill out the application. It's a quick application, and then we will, Jack the guy will make a flyer for you. Jack is our resident designer. She's going to make a flyer, and you can actually promote yourself as a public speaker. Listen, you're on Instagram Live, and you're doing a presentation. You are a public speaker, All right, so that's what it is. And we also want to let you know that this is also found right here in the series on the Tamika James page. You can click on the first underneath the row where the bio is. There's a row where you see all of the squares. Click the first one and then click series. There's a drop down. The series for all of the masterclasses that have ever happened are in there, and you can binge watch and get lessons all day long. Okay, it is also found on my podcast, which is Entrepreneur Speak with Tamika James. We moved them over there as well. And I always like to share the strategy with you guys about moving the masterclass marathons over to my YouTube channel. Listen, when you get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, YouTube is your channel will be monetized. So we all need to do the work to be able to have our content all over the place, to be able to make money in our sleep. If you're already on social media, why aren't you using all of these things and putting your content in many different places, which is called prolific content? Let's get it started, y'all. Okay, so we're going to get ready to close out. We thank you all for coming. We will see you again next Saturday at 12 Eastern. If you're going to be a speaker, we'll see you here. If you're coming back to watch, put something on your calendar to make sure. And those of you who were winners, make sure you get in touch with the person who you won the prize with to make sure that you actually get it. All right, that is it. I thank you all for joining. Jack the God, you're the best. And
Thanks, you too, you too.
all right, see you guys next time. Over and out. Good night. And thank you, Dr. Lycan, for sharing, and thank you for also getting badges. Thank you. Yes, Mimi, it was an awesome masterclass marathon, as it always is. And we generally have anywhere up to 8 speakers per session. Okay, so see you guys next time. Thank you. Good night. Oh, she left.